Hello, good afternoon. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Saturday. It's been a little interesting here in our household, just dealing with some train issues. So I just thought it'd be a great distraction for me while my husband deals with that. Isn't that so nice of me to come to you and teach you how to clean your makeup brushes naturally without any harsh chemicals? And it's super important that you're cleaning your makeup brushes. You should be cleaning all of your brushes at least once a month. And any brushes that you're using on your eye area, an eyeliner brush, eyeshadow brushes, any of those, you should be cleaning probably about once a week just because you have more bacteria around your eye area. So lemongrass spa has some great options for you. And I just want to talk to you about those real quick. So actually, I'll leave this here. And I just want to tell you about our hand soaps. And our hand soaps are great because they are oil-based. So they are going to keep your brushes from getting dry and brittle and damaging anything. Our brushes, our makeup brushes are synthetic. They're made with Taclon. It's an ultra smooth fiber that is also naturally antibacterial, along with our bamboo handles that are also naturally antibacterial. But that doesn't mean that the bacteria won't grow in between your brushes. Now, I've got a nice couple of dirty brushes here that are past due to be washed. So this is going to be great to be able to show you guys this. So not only is this an oil-based soap, but it also, I love to use our tea tree and citrus soaps because the tea tree is naturally antibacterial, antifungal, anti all those fun things. So it's going to kill off all of the bacteria and germs in your makeup brushes, and then also be conditioning them with the oils at the same time. My personal favorite is to use our tea tree and citrus foaming soap. I am showing the lemon sorbet one today. That's actually the one I'll be using. Lemon is also naturally antibacterial as well. Another option that I have used is our tea tree face bar. And again, this has the tea tree essential oil in there. And you can just wet your brush and then rub it right on the bar to be able to get the dirt and germs out of there. And I'm going to show you that in just a moment as well. So I have one other thing up here that I didn't talk about yet, and that is our natural hand sanitizer. And this is a fantastic, if you are switching colors in between your makeup, or if you know what, I haven't disinfected this and I really should have done that already. This is a great in between. Like, think of this as your dry shampoo for your makeup brushes. So in between those washes, just give this a quick spray. You're going to spray those bristles, just going to help kill any bacteria growing on there in between your uses. And then you are set to go for that. So this is our hand sanitizer, fantastic for those in-between uses. Think of it as your dry shampoo, okay? Awesome. So I have one other idea for you. If you do not have these items in your home and you really need to clean your brushes, here's something else you can do. Take some fractionated coconut oil and add a few drops of the tea tree essential oil, ours is USDA certified organic, into your water. And this is going to be your oil and your antibacterial here to help clean your brushes. So that is your third suggestion. So here we go. I'm going to show you a couple of brushes and give you a couple of tips. This is the hardest brush to clean because it is so thick in here. It can be a little bit tricky. Now, knowing, like, I can feel the makeup kind of packed down in here. It's just not, I know what this brush feels like normally, and this definitely is a very dirty brush. I have had this brush. I started 9 years ago, almost 9 years ago. I'll be celebrating my anniversary next month. And I have had the same makeup brushes for 9 years. I've been taking really good care of them, except this one, which I'm going to teach you about as we're washing, something that happened to that one. So the glue is in the handle part here. So you want to make sure that you're not getting water, running water down into there or getting water up into there. You don't want to loosen that glue and then have your bristles start to come out. So here's what we're going to do. I've got a shallow bowl of water. You can absolutely do this over a sink of running water as well. But I am just going to wet this brush. You can see I have it so that it's coming below. I can always dip it down in a little bit more so that it's not getting up into that bamboo handle. Okay, so I've got that little guy good and wet. And we'll probably start to see a little bit of makeup come out already. Now, what I am going to do is just spray, I'm just going to pump, if I can do it with one hand, a couple of pumps of the soap on here. And I'm just going to work that into my brush a little bit. Obviously, this is a little bit messier here than it is at your sink. I've got a little towel here to help me clean up my mess. But here you can see the soap is in there. But now I want you to watch it. This was my foundation brush. So you're going to see this water as I swirl it into the soapy water. It's just going to turn brown. And that is just all of that makeup coming right on out. Okay, so I'm just going to keep swirling that around. And then if I squeeze this out, I'm still seeing a lot of dirt and makeup in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and give it another little squirt. And I'm just going to rub this into my hands a little bit. That's just going to work it up into those bristles. Now notice I'm not smashing it. I'm just kind of twirling it around, letting that soap kind of work its way up into there. I don't want to press. You're going to damage your bristles if you do that. Okay, so back into, I should have had a little higher stand here. Back into here, you can see more of that makeup is coming out. And I'm telling you guys, I am past my 1 month. So this is way overdue for me. So you can see all that makeup coming out in there. Now, because this is dirty water, it's going to be a little bit trickier for me to see. Normally, I do mine in my sink, and I'm able to see that. I'm going to go ahead and squeeze this out a little bit. I'm seeing lots of dirty water come out of there, but I have my clean bowl here, and I am just going to start swirling and doing the same thing. And I'm just going to see, is there any more dirt and makeup coming out? And if there is, then I can go back and wash. But that is looking just a little bit cloudy, probably from the little bit of dirt and makeup that was in there from that dirty water. So again, if I give this, nope, oh yeah, maybe that will work. Okay, so I'm gonna give this a little squeeze, and I want you to be able to see in those bristles, you can see how that water is running out pretty clear. Now I'm also feeling right here where it was feeling really bulky, it's a feeling like there is not quite so much makeup up in there. Actually, it feels pretty like it's back to normal. Okay, so I'm going to squeeze this out. And then what I'm going to do is just use my towel, and I am going to, again, not smashing, just kind of get the majority of the water out of there. And then I am going to lay this on its side, hanging over the ledge of my this one is a little bit trickier to do because it's a short handle, but just laying over the ledge of my table here. Of course, I'll have also have a little towel here too, so it can soak up some of that. But I don't want to lay it completely down on the towel because there's no airflow here. And so it's going to get all gunky under there. And so I like to do that. You can also, with your longer handled brushes, if you can come up with a system to be able to hang these, people use rubber bands and then they hang them from like their counters, or I'm sorry, their cupboards, is another great way to do that. So this brush I wanted to show you, can you see how these bristles are all bunched up right here? They are not laying very flat in there anymore, as opposed to, now I know this one's wet, but you can see how those are all just fine in there. This is what happens when you're a little bit too rough with your brushes, or if you've kind of smashed them into your hand, like since this one's already damaged, I'll show you. If you're washing and you're smashing them like this, that's how you're gonna end up with your brushes like that. Okay, so you do not wanna smash these into your hand. You wanna be very gentle when you're doing it. And I'm only willing to do this to my brush because it was already damaged. My daughter probably did something to it along the way. Okay, so that is a no, no. All right, so we're just gonna keep doing that. And I'm gonna do that with each of my brushes. I'm not gonna stay here on live to do all of those. But this, oh yeah, and I didn't show you with the bar soap. I'm gonna wet my brush first, and then I'm gonna rub it on the bar soap and then put it back in the water, whether it's under a sink. I also love using my hand as something a little more abrasive, not abrasive, but something to kind of give it a little friction to get the help get the dirt and the makeup out of there too. So that is another option for you. Let me know what questions you have below. I would be happy to answer those. All of these products are available on my website. If you need any help, reach out. And don't forget, if you're on YouTube, to subscribe. If you're on Facebook, be sure to like this page.